Oxford. I'm 19 years old. I study law and Spanish at the University of Edinburgh.
My name is Hannah. I'm studying linguistics. I'm in third year into linguistics, and I am 20.
We've been asked by our boss to, in order to properly get people's attention, to go to them and say, sorry, do you mind if I ask you a question? And they would say, yes. And you would give them the flyer, and you would say, how old do you think this woman is? And they would say whatever they thought. And then you would say, it's actually a 45-year-old man.
Yes, I think there's definitely a technique for flyering. I wouldn't say I have a proper technique, but I just think like being polite to people and just being cheerful and smiling. Even if they say like, no thank you, just say, no worries, have a nice day, like, it's totally fine. I hate people who do this. You're just offering something free and they're just like, and you're like, I am a human being.
Yeah, definitely. You can see it even when you're receiving flyers. It's quite obvious. I think people who tend to be like people who have good people skills tend to make good flyers. Like if you're like, even if you're just kind of like smiley and like, you know, just kind of how you have a sort of friendly demeanour, then people are more likely to believe you and you feel that the show's good. If you have a trustworthy face.
I think you definitely need to be quite like an outgoing person, upbeat, cheerful, like I said, enthusiastic, really enthusiastic about the show. If you're just like blasé about it, yeah, it was alright, no one's gonna take it.
Really, like, it's quite, I find it quite scary, like, cause sometimes I get a bit timid. I don't really like going to people and being like, oh, this flyer. And also sometimes when people are a bit rude to you, I've got very thin skin, so it's kind of upsetting when they're like, no. I said I didn't like it, but actually I got quite lucky that like everyone else who was doing the flyering with me was really friendly. Like a couple of people I was already friends with.
So I'm from Fife, but I'm from the middle of nowhere in the countryside. I'm from Upper Fliss, which is like a really small cluster of houses. Yeah, so very small place.
I don't have a flat yet, which is quite scary. I've got booked flights now, so that's good. And I've picked my courses for this semester. But I haven't got a flat or a bank account yet, so I need to do that.
It's hard to say, because I do like being at home in the countryside, because it's really nice and quiet and clean. I like having my own garden where I can grow carrots. Kind of harder here when you've just got like gravel in your backyard. But the city is really good as well, because everything's so near, and it's just, so it can be a really nice ambiance sometimes.
Yeah, my parents' best man lives in Madrid, so I have a friend. And I know I've been introduced to two other people who are also going to Madrid. I don't really know them very well, but I'll get to know them.
Yeah, I think I would, because of the opportunities that are here, definitely. I love going back home to see my parents and stuff sometimes, just to relax again. But definitely staying in the city is the place to be. Yeah.
Very worried. My Spanish isn't really up to scratch. I've heard that the first 2 months are really rough. One of my friends who is from France and studies here said that she just struggles with the fact that you can't be funny.
So I would say Edinburgh is pretty unique in its own right. It's a wonderful city. Like, just Scottish cities are way better, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, Scottish humour is very aggressive, like just slating your friends. I don't know what they're like in Spain.